Alright, so the hacking minigame in Cyberpunk 2077, I've been playing around with it, trying to figure it out, get comfortable with it, and I thought maybe I would do a little video here just to give you guys a basic rundown of how it works. So let's connect to this one. I'm in a hotel. This is fairly early in the game, but I found this puzzle was a little more complicated because you get multiple sequences. You can do multiple unlocks. So the first thing here would be the timer. It hasn't played a factor in my decisions because the timer does not run until you click the first letter number, the first sequence. How it works is you're able to figure out how you're going to go before you even click the first one. So you always got to start off, well, so far from what I've seen, you always start off with the first row, first top row here, horizontally. So say I'm like, okay, I want to complete this sequence for sure, just because I can see what I'm going to get out of it. And I believe it said large reward, and I think these two were smaller. So what I do is I'll figure out how I can start it. Now this is perfect actually, because what you can see is I technically cannot start the BD sequence here. But because of this 4-block buffer, if I was to start off with 1C, my next choice can be BD. So when I click on 1C, what's going to happen is it's going to start solving this sequence. Now, if I start this sequence here, I need to continue it if I want to complete it. I can't start a sequence and then click another letter sequence. If I do that, it's going to automatically fail the one I started. But what happens is when I do start the 1C, these two guys up here are going to pop over one. So I'm still going to have enough room in my buffer to actually solve them. So when I click on 1C, what you're going to see happen is 55 and BD are going to pop over to this second block, and then if I wanted to, I can solve either the top one or the bottom one. Now, that's step one. Now, step two is figuring out how you're going to continue after you start with the first selection. Now, from what I've seen, the way it works is you click a horizontal option, and then it's going to give you a vertical option after that. Once you make a vertical option choice, you're going to go back to a horizontal choice, then back and forth. So horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. So what you want to figure out is which one do I want to solve, and if I can actually solve more than one. There's many sequences, I've done this maybe 10 times now, there's many sequences that you can do that actually match. Now, from what I can see here, I don't think any of these match, unfortunately. But that's not a big deal. I want to solve this one only because it's the large amount, and there's a chance I can get rares from it and all that. Now, this is fairly early in the game. I haven't gone through all the upgrade options, but I have a pretty strong feeling that you can probably make this buffer bigger. Especially, there's a lot of wasted space here, so I bet you with levels and all that, you can probably make this game a lot easier. So, I want to solve this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to figure out how I can do it in the order that I'm given here. So I'm going to start with, I'll start with this one, 1C. So what's going to happen there, this one's going to pop over. So BD, and then I'm going to do 1C again, and then I want to do BD, which I won't have available to me. Because it's 1C, vertical option, BD. It's going to be horizontal option, which will have to be 1C, and then my vertical option, I'm not going to get a BD. Now if I start with this 1C, oh, I won't have a BD either. So actually I got to start with 55. So let's start with this 55, and then I'll click BD, then 1C, no BD option for my vertical. So this 55, there's no BD, 55, BD, 1C, BD, there we go. So in order to solve this one, I'm going to have to click 55, this is going to pop over, then I'm going to click on BD, which is going to start this sequence, It's going to fail both of these guys, unfortunately, but that's fine. I don't care about the small and moderate rewards, whatever. So 55 BD, which is going to start this, 1C, which will continue this, and then BD. Let's give it a shot. 55. And as you can see, it's moved them over. BD, both of these are failed. 1C, BD. Boom. There we go. Like I said, in the future, it's only going to get easier with levels. But yeah, this helps, guys.